Today I want to speak on episode 5. Now, episode 5 is about why success doesn't feel like success. And the question I want to ask here is, have you ever achieved something you desperately wanted, only to discover it didn't feel the way you expected? The promotion arrives, the business grows, the qualification is completed, the income increases, the goal is achieved. And for a brief moment, there is excitement. And then something unexpected happens. Life continues. The feeling fades. And another goal appears on the horizon, which raises an uncomfortable question. If success is supposed to make us happy, why does it often leave us wanting more? If success is supposed to make you happy, why does it leave you wanting more? Today we are exploring one of the most misunderstood aspects of achievement: why success doesn't always feel like success. And I want to take this time to welcome you back to the Quacky Coach podcast. And today we are on episode 5 of the Success Code series, a series exploring the psychology behind achievement, influence, growth, and sustainable success. So, in previous episodes, we explored success patterns. We explored unrealized potential. We explored internal limitations and the loneliness of ambition. And today we are examining a different challenge. And we want to ask the question of what happens when you finally achieve the thing you wanted, you prayed for, you fasted for, you fought for, you believed for, and discover it doesn't create the fulfillment you expected. Let's explore. Most people spend years believing, I will be happy when. Maybe that is you. You are at that point. Somebody has gone beyond that point. They are somewhere else. But here is the initial stage. Most people spend years believing, I will be happy when. I'll be happy when I get promoted. I'll be happy when I earn more money. I will be happy when I lose weight. I'll be happy when my business succeeds. The problem isn't ambition. The problem is postponing fulfillment. Because every time we attach happiness to a future outcome, we create an emotional debt. We are essentially saying, my life cannot be fully enjoyed until something happens. And that creates a dangerous cycle because the goal keeps moving, the finish line keeps shifting, and fulfillment remains permanently delayed. One of the biggest reasons success feels unsatisfying is because human beings adopt quickly. Psychologists call this hedonic adaptation. And in simple terms, it means what once felt extraordinary eventually becomes normal. What you never thought you could achieve, once you have achieved it, it becomes normal. A relationship you pursued, an aspiration you pursued, these lofty ideas that You think they are far-fetched. You can't reach them. And when you do, to most of us, it becomes normal. Then the new job becomes your job. The new house becomes your house. The new income becomes your income. The achievement that once excited you eventually becomes your baseline, which means the mind starts searching for the new target, the new excitement, the new milestone, the new level. Yeah. And before long, you are chasing another goal. You have fully appreciated the one you already achieved. Some people become addicted to achievement, not because they are ambitious, but because achievement becomes their source of validation. And I want you to hear me. Their worth becomes tied to accomplishment. Their confidence becomes tied to productivity. Their identity becomes tied to performance. And when that happens, success stops being something they enjoy. It becomes something they need. The problem is that achievement can never permanently fill an emotional void, because every accomplishment requires another accomplishment, and every victory demands another victory. And eventually, success becomes exhausting. So, what's the difference between achievement and fulfillment? Achievement and fulfillment are not the same thing. Achievement is external, fulfillment is internal. So, there are intrinsic and extrinsic values here. So, achievement is what you want, fulfillment is what you have. So, achievement measures outcome, and fulfillment measures meaning. The mistake many people make is assuming achievement automatically creates fulfillment. And yes, sometimes it does, but often it doesn't. Um, because fulfillment becomes from alignment. What does that mean? It means living according to your values, building meaningful relationships, contributing to something larger than yourself, feeling connected to your purpose. Those things cannot be measured or cannot be purchased through achievement alone. So here is another thing. Success has a way of revealing why you were pursuing something in the first place. I'll say that again. Success has a way of revealing why you were pursuing something in the first place. Sometimes people achieve a goal and feel empty because the goal was never truly theirs. It belonged to society. It belonged to family. It belonged to their peers, their industry, their need for approval. This fear of being left, their fear of being left behind. Success can expose motivations that were hidden for years. Yeah. And when that happens, people often discover they have climbed their own mountain. Not because they failed. No, no, no. But because they succeeded at something that wasn't deeply meaningful to them. So here is something I want you to learn. Learn to enjoy the journey. Yeah. The most fulfilled, successful people understand something important. I was watching the telly the other day, a couple of days ago, YouTube, and somebody was interviewing Dangote, and he asked him an important question: what motivates him to continue growing and you know achieving more and more? And the answer was really telling. Dangote said, "I no longer pursue things for myself. I'm fulfilled. I I don't want money. I am fulfilled. I'm not building another company just because I can." And he says, "I'm leaving a legacy. That's what I am doing." Life is not lived at the destination, it's lived during the journey. Dangote started selling sweets to his friends in primary school, and he grew and grew and grew as a business. At first, he had to start small and pursue selling sweets and getting very minimal returns. But he was frugal in managing those returns. And he continued to grow and grow and grow. And he's become this billionaire that most of us are inspired by. You know, if happiness only exists at the finish line, you will spend most of your life waiting because goals are temporary, but growth is ongoing. I said, goals are temporary, but growth is ongoing. So the healthiest achievers learn how to enjoy progress, how to enjoy learning, how to continue to enjoy building. They learn how to enjoy improving, contributing. They celebrate milestones without becoming dependent on them. And that's what creates sustainable success. Perhaps the real challenge isn't achieving success. Perhaps the challenge is defining it correctly. What if success isn't just about accomplishments? What if it's about who you are becoming, how you are living, the relationship you are building, the impact you are making, the peace you are experiencing? Because a life that looks successful externally can still feel empty internally. And a life that feels meaningful internally is often far richer than it appears from the outside. I hope you got that. I said, a life that feels meaningful internally is often far richer than it appears from the outside, as spectators look from the outside in. So In conclusion, I want to say this: success is wonderful, and I want you to succeed. And I wish you every blessing in that area. Achievement matters, yes. Goals matter. I know I specialize in coaching people to achieve and help them to grow. Growth matters. You know, but success was never meant to carry the entire weight. It was never meant to carry the entire weight of your happiness. No promotion can give you purpose. No income can give you identity. No achievement can permanently create self-worth. Those things must be built from within. So pursue excellence. Yeah, with everything you've got. Pursue growth. Pursue meaningful goals. But don't postpone your life until you arrive. Because one day you will discover what the most fulfilled people already know. Success isn't the destination, it's the person you become while pursuing it. So if you are enjoying this Success Code series, please subscribe to this podcast. And I want to continue to explore the psychology behind achievement and leadership and influence and confidence, personal growth, helping you, as ambitious as you are, to build success that looks good on the outside and feels good on the inside. Next week, we will explore the price successful people pay. A conversation about the hidden secrets or sacrifices behind achievement. You don't want to miss it. So I'll see you on the other side. Thank you.